Hi, my name is Jayaprashant Mohanram and you are watching Car Talk. This is the beautiful Umiam Lake. I am at Meghalaya to shoot this one. This is the MG Windsor Pro. So what makes it the Pro? So what makes the Windsor Pro the Pro? You've got ADAS and there is a radar here which is a part of the ADAS, and you also have a camera. So this is one big change. The Windsor Pro comes with ADAS, not available in the regular Windsor. And on the profile you get new 18-inch rims. It's a new design. And finally, coming to the rear, you've got some more ADAS badging here. There is ADAS badging. So these are the three key changes on the outside that differentiates the Windsor Pro from the regular Windsor. Overall, it's a likable design. It may be a little outlandish to some, but overall, we've seen so many cars on the road now, the Windsor, so it's kind of grown on you, the design. Stepping into the Windsor Pro, what has really changed here are these ivory interiors. Before, you used to have an all black interior, so the ivory interiors. Apart from this, nothing much has changed inside the cabin. You still have soft touch plastics, and you have a nice patterned dashboard, and you've got this nice almost forward finish, but it's plastic, but it's got this forward finish. Overall, it's a very airy cabin. There's a lot of ivory white or beige, as some people call it. So this is basically the main change in the Windsor Pro, these interiors. The regular Windsor has black interiors. So let me show you some more key changes on the Windsor Pro. This is what makes it the Pro. Electric tailgate release. So this is a new feature. And I'm stepping into the boot. If you've noticed, the boot has become smaller. This is only 579 liters. It's a big boot, but compared to the 38 kilowatt hour Pro Windsor, it's become smaller. That's because there is a much bigger battery, 52.9 kilowatt hour battery, which is much larger than the 38 kilowatt hour battery. That's nearly a third larger, and MG claims a range of 449 kilometers for this. And I've already talked to you about the beige interiors, and there's one other feature addition. The MG Windsor Pro brings in V2V and V2L. V2L stands for you can power your appliances. It's vehicle to load. You can power your appliances with that. And V2V stands for you can, vehicle to vehicle, where you can power another car. You can charge another electric car using the Windsor's massive new battery. All right, I'm driving the MG Windsor Pro, the car with the much bigger battery and a bunch of feature additions. So here are my initial drive impressions of the car. We've done over 100 kilometers. We started out at 100% charge with range at 430 kilometers. Now we have about 62% of charge. Range has come down to 266 kilometers. As for the odometer, we've done about 120 kilometers on the odometer. So 38% for 120 kilometers means you should be able to do about 300 to 320 kilometers easily on one full charge. And you'll have to note that we've been climbing hills as we went to Umiam Lake, and now basically we're going back to the plains, that is Guwahati from Meghalaya. So we are going to be seeing some a downward slope overall. So there's a lot of regen happening. The regen is set in max. Right now I'm driving in sports mode, but I came and I drove in normal mode. So it's very peppy. It's the same motor. It's the 136 PS 200 Newton meter motor that is also there in the smaller battery pack version of the Windsor. The Pro also gets the same motor, but the battery pack is the big change. Now let's talk about ride and handling. The 38 kilowatt hour Windsor, that is the smaller, the one with the smaller battery pack, I think feels a little more softly sprung than this car. This car seems a little stiff, but it's understandable because MG had to balance out, stiffen the suspension to deal with the additional weight that comes with the 52.9 kilowatt hour battery. That is one thing. Second thing, handling is very good. It's almost, though the car is large, it masks its weight very well. The steering has got good feedback. As speeds go up, It weighs up really well. It's an electric power steering. At lower speeds, at parking speeds, it's extremely light. So full marks to MG there. In terms of handling, it holds on to the road really well because everything sits low in this car, especially the battery. Most of the weight is low. Because of that, handling is fantastic. Rides on 18-inch wheels, quite grippy. The tires feel quite grippy on all these corners because we've been driving in some wet weather. While coming in, we drove in wet weather. Lots of grip. So overall, the Windsor, you can't call it a driver's car, but if you want to have fun behind the wheel, you can. There is body roll, but it's well controlled. You can feel some body roll when you take curves at high speeds, but very well controlled. For a car of this size, it's incredible that MG's managed to pull this off, and I think it's because of the battery which sits low. All of it is adding together. In terms of performance, sports mode, it's quite peppy. Okay, there's more than an adequate power for all overtakes, etc. And if you want to just take it easy, there are 2 more modes for that. There's Eco Plus and Eco. We've already driven driven these modes in the 38 kilowatt hour, so we didn't really bother to activate it in the 50 kilowatt, the larger battery version. So this is basically how the MG Windsor drives like. The only gripe I would have is the suspension, which was a little more stiff, but it's bearable. There's nothing that you won't like about this car in terms of suspension. Only thing is, when you see road imperfections, you have to take it easy. Maybe if there are more people at the back, I think the ride will settle down. And one more thing is the ADAS. ADAS works quite well. This has got level 2 ADAS. You've got automatic, adaptive cruise control. You also have a bunch of other things like lane keep assist. You have emergency braking, etc. We didn't try out emergency braking, but lane keep assist works quite well. Keeps it in the car, and adaptive cruise also works quite well. So these are basically my initial impressions of the MG Windsor Pro. A great package overall. Drives well, very peppy, and in terms of range, it's a big step above the 38 kilowatt hour variant. So here are my final thoughts about the MG Windsor Pro. We drove the car for about 180 kilometers. Started off with 100% charge. I have 49% left. So in the real world, the Windsor Pro can give you a realistic range of 360 kilometers. We didn't baby the car. We had to drive aggressively at some places. We had to idle for a long time with the AC on while we were shooting, and we took it easy in some places. All in all, we climbed up, then we climbed, came back down. So 360 kilometers is a very, very respectable range. This is exactly what you may get in the real world. MG, for its part, claims 449 kilometers. So the 52.9 kilowatt hour battery pack is really working. It's like a huge upgrade over the 38 kilowatt hour battery, and money well spent because it's only 17.49 lakh rupees for the top end trim, and for that money you get a bunch of new features. You get beige interiors, you get new wheels, and more importantly you get ADAS. All in all, the Windsor Pro is a very, very competent product, especially for the price MG is asking for it. So this is basically what I have to say about the Windsor Pro. Like this review, hit that like button. Also subscribe to Car Talk. Thank you very much for watching.